Hey folks, welcome back, and thank you for joining me again this week. So this week I've actually come to the house of Benedict. It's another sort of place not far from Pattaya. If you're looking for sort of places to go out during the daytime, this is definitely worth having a look at. It's a very sort of Instagrammable or photo place, and it's lots of people taking. There's all sort of places you can take a picture and take a photo. I think a lot of people are doing TikTok videos here. So yeah, it's 200 baht to get in, or 100 baht if you're Thai. And you get like discounted food vouchers as well. You can get, I think the food starts about sort of 90 baht, so it's not too bad. There you go. Someone wants to wave. Wave again. As I say, everybody's keen to be on the camera and have a wave. So there you go. Yeah, so definitely I'd recommend this one. I'll put a map up where I am, and I'll do the location as well as normal, so you can see where it is. So it's only sort of say 7 kilometres outside of Chom, I would say, pretty much a straight road. And today I'm going to talk about, and the topic of conversation today is what do I miss in the UK? Obviously living in Thailand, it's now my 3rd year living in Thailand, so I'm going to tell you some of the things I miss in the UK. So if there's any answers in the comments, please put your comments in, things that you miss in the UK or your home country. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into this one. So this place is definitely a unique sort of landmark in sort of Pattaya or Thian, and there's lots of little sort of corners and places you can take your pictures in. So make sure you bring your camera. So this is the entranceway where you pay your money and buy your ticket. Like I say, 100 baht for Thais, 200 for foreigners. So it's open every day 9 till 6. And inside the whole place is air conditioned, which is nice. So even on a really hot day, the fact it's got a glass roof, it's still nice and cool in here. There's a really nice cafe inside with many different cakes and pastries, and you can get all sorts of coffees, but yeah, the cakes look very nice. So it's definitely an interesting place to visit. I'm not sure if it's a restaurant, a cafe, an art gallery, or somewhere just to take Instagram photos, but it's definitely worth a trip out and having a look round. So as you walk round, you'll notice that each area has a different theme. This is a mermaid's bedroom, which lets you imagine what it would be like to be a mermaid under the sea, and I must say it was very comfortable. This was the coffee shop with the nice cakes. Unfortunately I wasn't long, I had breakfast, so I just couldn't manage a cake. So there's two levels to this place. This is the upstairs level, which seems to be more of a sort of an art gallery area. And all the paintings are actually for sale if you want to buy them. So there you go, there's a quick look around House of Benedict. It's quite an interesting place actually. It's only sort of like 7 kilometres outside of Thian. You could easily get a taxi up here if you wanted to, no problem at all. And it's definitely worth a look. So the question today is, what things do I miss from the UK and what things do I particularly like in Thailand? I'd say the first thing that I probably miss from the UK is a Sunday roast. There's various places I've tried Sunday roast, but it's just not the same. I think, you know, especially on sort of a cold winter's day with roast potatoes and Yorkshire puddings, all cooked fresh. So yeah, and especially like when my mum used to do one as well. Yeah, I definitely miss that, that's for sure. Other things is, to be honest with it, I wouldn't have said there's a great deal. Another one, probably an obvious one, is water out of a tap. You don't know how lucky we are in England. We can just turn the tap on and you can got unlimited drinking water. It is brilliant, it really is. And it's not until you live abroad you appreciate that more, I think. Another one possibly is sporting events. I do like watching live sports, and although you can probably get most of them these days on sort of the various television channels around the world, there's just something about sort of watching Six Nations when it's sort of cold and wintry. But having said that, I don't miss the cold winters in England, that's for sure. Traditional fish and chips. When I went back in the summer, I must admit I probably had cod and chips about 4 times in a fortnight, and it's another. And yeah, there are some good places in Pattaya. Don't get me wrong, there really are. But yeah, I really do like British fish and chips. And another one that's quite strange is baked beans. Again, I know you can buy baked beans over here, but I do like baked beans. And I suppose really, to be honest with it, it would actually be the weather as well. You know, when you live sort of in the tropics, every day is hot and sunny, and you do sometimes long for a cooler day where you can get up and you're not, you know, boiling hot all the time. But having said that, you know, I'd probably, I don't know, yeah, I really don't miss the winter weather in England, that's for sure. So yeah, I do like living in hot weather, and I certainly wouldn't want to return to the English cold winters for very long. Friends and family as well is another thing you miss. Yeah, that's sort of the birthdays and the Christmases with the family. Although I do try to get home as much as possible. Yeah. And I suppose another thing probably would be the language. Is I was just back in the summer, and when you walk into any shop and you know exactly what's happening. Yeah, and so you do tend to converse more with people, I think, in the UK. But again, that's my fault. I've never learned to speak Thai properly. I've got a little bit of Thai, but nowhere near enough for full-on conversations. But yeah, so it is nice when you go back to England, you can understand everything that's going on. And I do tend to talk to more people. You know, like I say, even sort of went into the chip shop and ended up talking to a girl about how you make batter. It's just things like that you miss. It's silly things that you miss, sort of thing, I think. But I'd say the biggest thing I miss in England is probably Christmas. I do like Christmas in England. It's like the cold, the Christmas tree, the TV programs, you know, and the whole atmosphere around Christmas, and sort of like the family dinner. Yeah, I'd say I would miss that probably the most. I've had Christmas in Thailand a couple of times, and it is pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but it's over very quickly, and I think it's the whole sort of build up to Christmas, and that's what I enjoy, especially, I think. And I'd say the last thing probably is British humour. Yeah, as English people or British people will know, we've got a different sense of humour to a lot of other people. Yeah, and people just don't understand sarcasm, I don't think. Oh yeah. And I know sometimes you say something to her, especially to a Thai girl, and she's all, and it's like, I'm joking, you know, so. Yeah. Anyway, so let me know in the comments what you miss for England, and what don't you miss, I suppose, the other side of it, you know. So yeah, there must be lots of things of what people miss and what you don't miss. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'll leave this one here. I'm going to go and have a bit of lunch and continue my look around the house of Benedict, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. So who comes up with an idea of putting bunk beds and a surfboard in the middle of bunk beds? Yeah, it's just bizarre. So yeah, right, I'll leave this one here. I'll say thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.